began with a day on piste at Georgia's biggest ski resort, Gudauri, which mostly involved avoiding rocks and losing mark. Our first touring day, retrospectively narrated by John, also gave Bruce a chance to check the snowpack. John's a veteran of many of my trips. He's got a wonderful set of skis, but I just thought I'd ask you what you thought of today's tour.
Well, it was good to join you today on this pilgrimage day. This is where we start at the Gudauri Church of the Church of the Good Word. This is where we started, following the line of many before us, walking up to the monastery. In our case, on skis, of course. Beautiful route here through the valley, off to the left, through the trees, and right up to the monastery where we...
On that ridge?
On the ridge, where we were invited in to break bread with the monks, and Mark did his penance of the giant chain.
He did.
One circumnavigation of the pillar. Amazingly, a woman had walked up from here all the way with this chain, but we're in great awe of her.
We are.
So having cut the bread, we then went and cut the cornice. Bruce did a wonderful job.
Is that you just digging through the cornice, is it, Bruce?
Yeah.
What's it looking like?
It's a lot firmer than I expected.
Okay.
We had just enough equipment. I had the pleasure of using all the equipment we brought with us, with a 5 metre bit of rope to hold him tight. But it was very solid cornice. Worked our way through that, and a lovely descent. So very beautiful soft snow at the beginning. Became a bit crusty, but yeah, nothing unmanageable. Lovely snow, and then just this shallow descent down here, and met some of the cattle, surprisingly in the road. A little surprise for us just before the end, and now we're back at the Gudauri church and waiting for our transport back. There might be a little bit of Georgian wine waiting for us, I suspect. It's from grapes or sometimes from other fruits as well.
Can you feel it there?
Normally from grapes. Normally grapes.
Chacha.
Yeah.
After a powwow, the group agreed to a radical plan B. Rather than move a little further into the mountains where we were, we would return to near Tbilisi, by minibus, take a small plane, an adventure in its own right, to Mestia, in the Svaneti region, which promised less traffic, more history, and deeper snow. In Mestia, we admired the ancient defensive towers.
So we were on the top of one of those towers. This is the view from the little niche.
The ability of local drivers on very icy and cratered roads. Oh, it's not too bad. Yeah. It's got some grip on the other side. And enjoyed our days in the foothills of some mighty mountains. Our first day was quite local. Our second approached the same area from the other side. Our third day had the excitement of adoptive dogs and bushwhacking. And our final day saw us take advantage of the newest lift system at Tetnoldi. If ski resorts are generally that quiet, we'd all be the happier. So I'm just going to ask Mark to tell us about today. What did we get up to today, Mark?
It was towards Mount Ushma, which is 4,000 something, 700 metres high. Skinned our way up an old track to a small load of datchas, had lunch and then found some incredible snow. Put lots of turns in and then got sweaty going back up again. It's really going down again and it's been a fantastic day. Thank you Alexi.
Thank you, Alexi. Thank you, Bruce.
Day. Surprising snow, really smooth in beds, absolutely windswept slab and others, but great fun, and off we go back to base.
Thank you. Doing, boys and girls.
And let's introduce the team. John, you've already met, and I'm obviously Precarious Dave. Mark, you can probably hear from where you are, and Bruce is our guide and leader. These have all been on my film before. This is us in our minibus with the others. Sally in the front with Scott, though Sally won't thank me for that shot. Here they both are, in better form, and Sally in more typical poses. Then we have Kay, or Mrs. Doolittle perhaps, honestly, if there's an animal. And we have Emma to thank for these shots, I think, including this one, but not this one. And finally, we have Alexei, our local fixer, Russian guide, and his wife, Irina.
It is. Well done. That's it. There's a horse on the roof.
Happy. Before I show you the final day, it had been a short flight from Tbilisi, but it was a long, long drive back again. Georgian geography required an encounter with the intimidating and dangerous descent out of the Mestia Valley before the better roads of the Central Plain. And we broke up that journey across 2 days, visiting many interesting sites, particularly early Christian. It is our last day in Mestia. We are using lifts and a bit of skinning, and then we're going a long drive. But it's been a really nice place to stay. I love these old historic towers. There's a whole bunch of them. Must be, I don't know, 27 in town.
There's some bureaucrat somewhere in Brussels who's probably lobbed them about 10 million to build these lifts, and there's about 6 people on them.
I think it's going to get there.
But actually, on the positive side, look at that mountain up there.
Excellent.